Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about how to prepare for your academic exams. The exams you give in your schools and universities are mostly descriptive. So let's start. What are the types of software you require for your academic exams? Google Sheets, obviously for practice, mostly for pattern prediction, not for practice in this case, and good notes for writing practice. And obviously, if you don't have good notes, you can use pen and paper. I think using good notes for writing practice is probably an overkill, but let's go. So, what type of questions are asked in your academic exams? Those are essay based questions and they are recall based. You have to recall the whole outline of it and you have to read the topics in depth. And each question has a command. Each question has asked you some particular form of mental operation or certain form of knowledge or presentation of knowledge in a particular form. Yep. And the outline has to be recalled, a complete outline. What a hierarchy. And if you have formed working notes, then it will be easier for you to recall hierarchy in comparison to if you haven't formed working notes. Cool. So in this again, we have to do time calculation before the exam begins. This is our strategy to manage our time. So we are giving three variables: total time, total questions, total marks, and we know that time per question is marks upon total marks into total time. Cool. Now we have to do one extra calculation for how much sheets are required for each question based upon their marks. So we have total sheets that you can know from official website or your answer sheet, and you have total questions and total marks and what limit for each question is given. So sheets per question is marks of that question by total marks into total sheets. So this what the time calculation is required. This kind of gives you an idea of how much speed you should maintain in your examination. So what to focus on? Frequency. The frequency of the topics asked in exam, how much a topic is asked in your exam. So you have to focus on that. And weightage. Which topics that are asked in the exam have the most weightage. So you combine the two and you get an importance score. You can plus them and basically you multiply them. That's how you get the score. Okay. So primacy of analysis. Unlike competitive exams, here we have to do analysis first because all the questions that may come are based on what have come, and all the questions that are given are basically the arena or the collection of population from which a sample is going to taken out. So your questions are only going to come from your previous year question papers because there are only a certain limit of questions or important topics in a given exam. So yep, after you have done analysis you can then practice on your writing. So yep, let's go. So how do you do analysis? Well, for analysis you have to first collect all the past year question papers, write all topics of syllabus, divide questions after reading question papers across different topics, add marks for each question, you know, and then focus on or edit your notes on the topics that have the highest weightage and frequency, and then you practice answer writing at the end. So in analysis, basically what you do is that you have a question is given in a question paper. You try to find three components: in which year the question was given, what are the marks of that topic, to of that question, and to what topic does that question belong to. So let me just give you an example. So let's go to my sheet and yep. So as you can see, this is board question paper and I have question 18. So yeah. So what is the question? Well, assertion and reason. Uh, so I am given is that children from disadvantaged home who adapted into families with higher social economic status show an increase in intelligence score. Okay, why do this show? Because environment has an effect on your intelligence. Bad environment or environmental deprivation or deprivation of resources lead to lower intelligence. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, that is 18. 18 question belongs to the topic of intelligence in psychology. So what I will do is that I will write paper code in my spreadsheet, paper name, topics. You can make it yourself. It's pretty easy. And then I will go to the question or the year in which that question was asked. Write its frequency. For example, if it's asked in this year, it will be 1. Uh, if in the question paper of this year it is asked at one time, then I will put it 1. If intelligence is asked that 2 times, then I will put 3 or 2. Sorry. So yeah, that's what how I get frequency. Then I will write weightage, the marks of that topic. Uh, so yeah, and section, to which section does that topic belong to, or what is the question. So yeah, you can go into detail like that. So let's go. So let's see, class 12 psychology, and I write all my topics here. Cool. And we were reading question 18. So let's see. Question read it belonged to the topic of intelligence and the effect of intelligence or effect of environment on intelligence. Okay. So I will increase it, and I found out of all the question paper it was only asked once. So I'll put 1 here for frequency, and its weightage was 1. It belonged to section A, and it was question 18. And you do it for each year, for example 20 compartment 2022, 2023. Yep, you can add years, so on and so forth. You can make it as long as possible. I have kept it to, let's say, 20. So 20 past year question papers. That gives you a good data of what will come in exam, and it will give you a frequency. I will show you what frequency, how it looks like. So by color grading, I get like this. Like this is the important topic. Like it got 48 out of all the question paper from 10 years. Methods of acquiring knowledge is important topic in certain exam. So yeah, same with other exams like psychology. Here we have, yep, approaches to the classification of pathology. That is an important topic in comparison to, let's just say, this topic, biological causes of what? Biological causes of psychopathologies. Okay, cool. So it gives you what you call it, a brief overview of which topics are important, which topics are not important, which topics you have to focus on. So if you have less time, you can focus on the most important topics and crack your exams with flying colors. So this is what we do. One more tip I will give to you when it comes to presenting exam. Your answers in a exam are these. For example, you are given a question and you have to answer it. You answer it. To answer it, you have to cover the following. This is what is the examiner is looking or expecting from you. Definition of the topic asked in the question, main points of that topic, any example or study references, any schematic diagram you might have, applications and critical evaluation. At most examiners ask this. Okay, they don't ask more than that. This is what is asked in almost all the examinations universally, unless they are essay examinations that are testing you for a very higher knowledge. Then it will be different. But in, let's say, 95% of the cases, this method of presenting your answers in this form will get you the most marks possible, at least on the topics you have prepared beforehand based on your analysis of previous year question papers. So, yep, I hope this helped you and you understood what I was saying. So, yep, see you in the next video.